Hello, and welcome back, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we'll be playing more Dread Delusion. So far the plan will just be going to talk to that Horace Metcalf, I almost forgot his last name there, just to find out if he knows more about Caxton Frost, and then we'll be going from there, seeing what happens, and yeah, maybe he's not dead. But like I was saying before, if it's in the Library of Untruth, then maybe that means he's alive or something. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really say much, but yeah, I guess with that out of the way, let's get into it. There we go. Proper DPS, DPI. I forget what it stands for. But back into the mountains we go to see Horace Metcalf. Royal Vision Works, Morozov's Tower. Okay, so we gotta keep going around. Can I? No. Okay, worth a shot. They're so, like, out of the way, these guys. Horace and Samuel. Alright, hello, Horace. He takes a dainty sip from his porcelain teacup. So, to what do we owe this serendipitous visit? I'm looking for a Dark Star mercenary. Metcalf's face lights up with enthusiasm. Ah, the Dark Star Company. What a thrilling topic. I simply can't stop reading about them. The grizzled Jack Basalt, the enigmatic Emberian, not forgetting the terrifying Vela Callose herself. Of course, Caxton Frost is the one best known here in the kingdom. He was a famed antiquarian and considered one of our brightest minds, so his defection was quite a scandal. Alas, he chose the wrong side in a mutiny and was incinerated by one of his own contraptions. You're unusually informed about the Dark Stars. How do you know so much about all this? Some of your facts are off. You're unusually informed. He looks bashful. Ah, well, you mustn't think I'm any kind of expert. You see, making bottled visions isn't like writing a book. You cannot control where the slumbering mind wanders. You can only influence it by choosing what fodder it will chew on. Since visions are such a vital industry, the king permits me to access literature from abroad. News pamphlets, ship schematics, Janus's Mercenary Weekly, even those silly caddish Rakehill books. I devour every bit of reading material I can find. Although, it seems like he wants to say more, but then shakes his head. Well, I'll stop there. An artist must keep something in his pocket, eh? Mr. Metcalf, I swear by the king that I won't tell a soul. I don't know if I have enough charm. Well, let's see. A charmful fella. This seems to put him at ease, and he laughs a little. Ah, jolly well said. Well, I suppose there's no harm in it, as long as it's only between us. The truth is, I did not choose these visions. I am plagued by them. Dreams of gleaming sails and burning citadels, the stench of gun smoke and the taste of blood. I hoped that bottling them might somehow pacify them, but still they come. Sometimes I dream of things I cannot possibly know, of mushroom-covered ruins in the flickering light of a star shell, of watching Cirro squid frolic off the prow, or sailing through the glittering forest of a siren jelly's tentacles, of kinship forged in battle, baptized in hellfire. And then there's the Ashen Woman. That's what I call her. She seems to be a recurring character. Of course, those bottles stay locked in my private collection. Somehow it doesn't feel safe to expose the public to her. Even now I see her, with hair like snow and eyes like twin volcanoes. Bold, passionate, sardonic, yet pensive somehow. Her left hand holds the seed of all our futures, while her right hand holds the sword that ends the world. As Metcalf continues his description, all remaining doubts leave your mind. Somehow, you know exactly who he's describing. Vela. Metcalf's teacup pauses on the way to his mouth. I beg your pardon? That's Vela. You're describing Vela Callose. He lowers the teacup slowly back to its saucer. I am? I mean, I suppose I've seen her woodcut often enough. What of it? I think you know, Mr. Metcalf, or should I say Caxton Frost. So, is he? Metcalf blinked several times. Frost? What does he have to do with... By gum, you can't possibly think I'm this Frost character, can you? You had me fooled at first, but your dreams gave you away. Only someone who's met Vela could describe her so vividly. Surely you're mistaken. How would we have ever met? If this is some sort of prank, I'm afraid I find it in rather poor taste. Listen, I'm only an ordinary chap with an overactive imagination. I don't know anything about mercenaries or adventurers. My visions may be realistic, but they're pure fantasy. This is all just a silly misunderstanding. Drop the act. We both know you're not just some bumbling knave. What if it's not just fantasy? What if those visions really happened? Those visions had to come from a dark star. Are they not yours? What if those visions really happened? But that's impossible. I can't sail, or sword fight, or any of that. The closest thing I've ever had to an adventure is getting lost in a bookshop in Bayonne. Skyships make me nauseous. I'm no good with machines. I'm allergic to rum. Besides, how could I have gone gallivanting about in old ruins in my condition of health? I can barely walk 100 yards. Now please, can't you see I'm telling the truth? What more must I do to convince you? A faint rattling of porcelain emanates from his cup and saucer. His hands are shaking. If you don't talk, the world could be destroyed. If you don't talk, I'll be drawn and quartered. If you won't talk, I'll make you talk. Let's go, the world could be destroyed. But how, for pity's sake? How can I admit something that isn't true? Dash it all to blazes. He throws up both hands in desperation. I am not Caxton Frost. There's a moment of silence, only broken by the steady dripping of the tea he just splashed across the wall. You really believe you're Horace Metcalf, don't you? Now I see the Clockwork King has erased your memory. Shit, maybe I really... Well, let's see what's with the erased memory. What? Don't be absurd. The king can't do that. I know there's rumors, but that's all just Union disinformation. What a jolly horrid day. This is going to affect my dreams for weeks. A new, dark direction for Horace Metcalf. That's what they'll say. Horace, listen to me. Your whole identity is a fiction. You were a dark star, but someone has erased your memory. Now I need your help to save the world. Frost, if you can hear me in there, you must break free. Well, let's try the big one. He sighs deeply. You really are very strange. Do you know that? Clearly this conversation has hit a wall. You'll need to find some other way of jogging Metcalf's memory. That private vision stash he mentioned must be the key, but where in the house is he keeping it? Alright, so time to be Snoopy, I guess. Okay, so they have a workshop too. A ghostly light ripples from within each bottle, their contents swirling like mist. Evidently, this is Horace Metcalf's private vision stash. His labeling system is meticulous, and you quickly locate a bottle marked not for distribution that mentions the Ashen Woman. You take the bottle. Well, hey Metcalf. Sorry. Yeah, what a jolly day. Somehow missed your memory, sighs deeply. Okay, am I supposed to use it on myself? Why am I so bad with the inventory system? Containing a clue to his missing past to see what it contains. You have to consume the bottle yourself. You drift into a restless sleep. You're climbing through the skeleton of a titanic machine. Above you, the Ashen Woman pauses on a rusted clavicle to give you a cocky grin. Come on, slow coach. You forget to oil your legs? That's right. You're Horace Metcalf now, not whoever you were before. You watch Vela input some kind of code, and the Titan's brain case opens so you can clamber out. Then she takes your hand, gives it a reassuring squeeze, and you both lift off the ground. You fly over the corrupted lands, light as a leaf on the wind. In the distance is a dead city, its charred bones exposed to the desolate sky, growing ever larger as you spiral down towards its gates. Query. Any last words? Says the Clockwork King, its voice like a cyclone of blowflies and broken glass. You feel your heartbeat quicken. You do remember, don't you? The hard light of creation burns within the fallible flesh. Alas, we who wish to lay the grounds of kindness could not ourselves be kind. I must obey the inscrutable exhortations of my soul. We could not be kind ourselves. The king's mouth shivers open, its teeth dripping with blood, and you both walk through into darkness. When your eyes adjust, you find yourself in your childhood schoolroom. The room is half buried in compacted ash, the blackboard a palimpsest of faded sums and slogans. Vela, wearing a schoolmaster's cap, throws a shovel at you. Well, boy, aren't you going to show us what you can do? You dig for hours until you strike something brittle and crunchy. As you clear away more debris, you realize you're standing on a giant mirror with cracks radiating. You dig for hours until you strike something brittle and crunchy. As you clear away more debris, you realize you're standing on a giant mirror with cracks radiating out from where your blade hit home. You look so different from how you remember. Handsome, hard and imperious, standing fully upright, your legs encased in some kind of clockwork armor. You feel your heart pounding like a battering ram against your ribcage. Your reflection gives you a cruel, taunting smile. What's the matter, darling? Forgot your line? You wake up breathless and drenched in sweat, your thoughts racing. You know where you must go. You know from the vision, from flying over the corrupted lands with Vela, past the abandoned diggers, down to the very southeastern tip to the lost city of Progress. That is where Horace's memories lie. Alright. So we'll go back here. So we have to go to the corrupted lands. It looks like we just gotta go straight in for the southeastern tip. Ah. Man. Their voices metallic and distorted through their helmet. Don't try anything funny or you're toast, and I mean the blackened charcoaly kind. Alright. I have to turn this data in sometime. Jeez. Oh. The cleanup worker mutters to themselves as if you're not even there. Be a hero, they said. Save the kingdom, they said. And you had to go and listen, didn't you? Huh. Wonder how you get wonder how you get in there. Weird. Oh, might as well check out this building now too. Quite the noises here. Their voices metallic and distorted through their helmet. Anyone or anything could be corrupted out here, so you better keep your distance, tourist. Not sealed by an unseen device. Nice. Just the one. Okay. Ring of Stamina, plus 20 stamina, boosts the stamina obviously. Trapped within the gem is a spell which bonds with the wearer's nervous system. Although once mass-produced, antique rings like this have become a rarity. This cleanup worker is tearing hungrily at a hunk of black bread like a rabid dog. They do not respond except to make an obscene gesture at you. Tearing. Yeah, tearing. Okay, so we gotta head back down, and looks like there's a series of islands. Oh, that'll take us around. Excellent. Oh, there we go. And then just run. Why not? Maybe I'll start using ranged a little more. And I can at least test it out. Oh. I didn't pay attention to that. But that was rotating. No, okay, I'm just done. Not bad at all, and I have 310 arrows. Nice. Okay, I didn't have to crouch to get in, but you gotta crouch to get out. Attention all citizens. The City of Progress is where our glorious kingdom is forging the future with our own hands. Exciting opportunities are available for wire weavers, phosphorus whiskers, steam lathe and drill press operators, compressed air workers, hazard pay applies. Infrahull rune engravers must be shorter than 4'11". Void fumigators and dethaumatizers. Long live the king. Century 0, year 19, month 6, day 59. As I almost run off the edge. So they all rotate. Nice. Man. Alright, I'm full of lockpicks. And it looks like we're at the City of Progress. Oh. Oh? Oh! Bzz. Judgment. The City of Progress is under strict quarantine by order of the Clockwork King. Therefore, edict. Entry is forbidden except by those in possession of the proper password. A memory of Metcalf's vision wells up from your subconscious, like a leech rising from a lake bed to feed after dark. Alas, we who wish to lay the grounds of kindness could not ourselves be kind. Bzz. Pondering. Emergency override accepted. Welcome back, Mr. Frost. Well, that confirms that 100%. That line of dialogue. Okay, that's locked. We'll save. There we go. Whew. Attention all citizens. Oh. Yeah, okay, we've seen that already. So many lockpicks. And I don't need any of them. No change yet. Nice. Emberian spectacles. Ancient spectacles that highlight lore objects. These Emberian eyeglasses are remarkably well preserved. Cipher magic has been engraved into the intricate mechanisms to reveal magical objects that could be manipulated. What does this do again? Making you harder to spot. Oh hey, the mechanical lockpick. Prevent lockpicks from breaking. Okay, let's see what these do. So see if anything is highlighted. Hopefully it's noticeable. Okay, so staircase going up. Door needs a key. Ah. Oh. Where the hell did you come from? That spooked me a tiny bit. I'll admit it. Glorious silk. All right. Wrong button. Needs a key. I don't know how to like denotch an arrow, unnotch, whatever the word is. I wonder if I'm gonna regret all that later. I don't know. All right, emergency work rota. Citizens Wong, Murray, Ustinov, guarding schoolhouse. Citizens Hines, Krupp, Singh, Gazarian, street patrol. Citizens Roth, Doyle, Filipovich, welfare checks and barricade maintenance. Citizen Onmurat, Kretsch duty. Citizens Gallo and Kenzie, infirmary duty. Citizen Moyer, quartermaster and talent show MC. Quite the combo there. Damn. Are you kidding me? Okay. So... the dead end. We'll go back over here. We'll go to the farther staircase. No, this is... that's where we came in. Okay, nope, nope. I've gotten lost. Here. Oh, Triangle key. A heavy key with a triangular pin. Found in the corrupted city of Progress in the Clockwork Kingdom. So he's got us a key now. But now, was I just tripping, or is there a second stair? Yeah, there's a second staircase. Okay, the work rota. Elixir of Restoration. Okay, never mind. Excellent. Dear Sis, I am Wands again dictating this letter to wee Vazel, and if he fucks, I mean screws it up, you must tell me and I will box his ears. Probably you will never get this, but it makes me feel better to imagine you reading it, so here goes nothing. Thank you for arsking around about all the guns that the king was having us make. I still think the king is preparing for war, but if even your machinist friend doesn't ken about it, then maybe I am just talking shite. Unfortunately, since your last letter, we have bigger problems, and I fear we are royally fucked, I mean screwed. I reckon you've probably heard about corruption, even though are not supposed to talk about it. Well, now this whole town is full of it, and nobody is allowed to leave. The royal factor, plus most of the machinists, are dead apart from that wee cunt, Pew spelt P-U-G-H, who was always hanging around at the factory getting in the way. Now he's locked himself inside with all the militia and isn't letting anyone in. We've turned the schoolhouse, aka the old god's temple, into a meeting place and are locking anyone who gets cursed inside their house and boarding up the door and painting it with a magic symbol. Some try to fight us, but most say it is fair enough. I am keeping track of our supplies and running a regular talent show to keep spirits up, but I am always getting grumpy at people because I feel like shite all the time, even though everyone thinks I am some kind of leader. I wish you were here so you could show me that breathing thing that I said was stupid. I had better go because there is shouting, which probably means I have to calm someone down by threatening to headbutt them or maybe saying they're there. I suppose I may never learn my letters now, but I promise that if I don't die, I will sit down with you and let you teach me and only call you a cunt if I get really frustrated. Love, Zayneb, spelt Z-A-Y-N-E-B. Alright, thought that might be important, but I guess not. Ah, here we go. Okay. Nice. Nice. Man. Let's go up this back way. I'll have to upgrade might soon, I guess. Okay, we got a book. Alright. Some history of what happened by the looks of what I skimmed. Bet this is the key needed for the green room's doors. Square key. A heavy key with a square-shaped pin found in the corrupted City of Progress. Okay, so I know there's 2 doors. One right here. Music box cylinder. Slender brass cylinder bristling with tiny needles designed to fit a clockwork music box. Horace Metcalf might know more. The early machinists imagined a new kind of everyday luxury. Bread for all, but roses too. And then over here. Rare Ring of Health. Plus 80 health. Boosts the health of its wearer significantly. A genuine health ring from ancient Thwife. Expertly restored by a master jeweler. Despite its age, the potency of its enchantment is a testament to the advanced magic of the surface kingdoms. Neat. Okay, we're just gonna cheese it out of here. And back we go. Man. Okay, so we're gonna have to run all the way back, but that's fine. Don't know how I got lost again, but we're gonna see if we can open that bridge up there. Because that'll take us to where Horace is. I was probably supposed to, you know, activate the drawbridge. I was probably supposed to activate that drawbridge when I initially went to the tower for the Madness of the King quest, but, you know, these things happen when you fast travel back. I think that's what I did. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure. Sounds like what I'd do. Yes, perfect. All right. All right, sorry, Horace. I found this brass cylinder in a room. Do you recognize it? Why, yes, I do. It's part of that old music box over there. I'm no good with devices, so I've never been able to figure out what was wrong. But how did you find it? The box hasn't played in years. It's quite the cylinder. It's a music box of rare and intricate design. Its lid depicts pastoral scenes of ordinary mortals working and relaxing together, finely inlaid with iridescent chitin and mother of cloud pearl. However, there doesn't seem to be any music in it. Insert the brass drum that you found in progress. You laboriously wind up the mechanism and then release. As the cylinder turns, its needles pluck the teeth of a steel comb, and a tender, twinkling music begins to play. It's a haunting tune, somehow familiar and ethereal all at once, like a lullaby from time's own beginning. You feel a shiver run up your spinal cord and the hairs on your arms prick up. Behind you, a porcelain teacup smashes on the floor. Metcalf gazes into nothingness, his eyes half closed. His breathing is slow and gentle, as if he is sleeping. Mr. Metcalf, are you quite all right? Wave your hand, poke him. He does not respond. Wave your hand. Quick as a flash, he jerks awake and grabs your wrist with surprising strength. No! Frantic eyes dart around the room before coming to rest on you. His breathing is sharp and shallow, like he's just survived a fight. You blooming idiot, you've ruined my cover. Caxton Frost, I presume? Frost glares at you. You think I want to remember any of that mess? I did this, you nincompoop. I erased my memories. It's the only thing that's kept me hidden from the Clockwork King for all these years. The only thing protecting Sam'el. And now you've gone and ruined it all, you blinking artichoke. That's interesting. It seems I still can't swear. Listen, never mind all that. I need your help. Help? You blunder in here, you set fire to my life, and you want my help? You can go hang yourself. I'll have my bally hands full escaping the kingdom and, oh yes, never seeing anyone I love ever again. Vela Callose is trying to destroy the world. She's trying to save the world. Vela Callose is trying to save the world. Frost's brows rumple as he listens to your explanation. So it's begun. Vela's great work. Has she already gone to the Underlands? Yes, but we can't get to her without you. Yes to something called the Cradle. He shakes his head. Not my problem. If you've found me, it's only a matter of time until the king finds me too. I must put my affairs in order and depart immediately. You followed Vela for years. How can you just walk away? He snarls. Because I never was a Dark Star. I was a spy. As a young man, it was my misfortune to become a hero of the Clockwork Kingdom. My aptitude with ancient Emberian machines was prized, and I was easily dazzled by conditional acclaim. You must understand, the future used to be so bright here. People lived well, and we truly seemed on the brink of a better world. I wanted to believe that more than anyone, so when the king gave me a chance to truly serve my country, I accepted. I posed as a disgruntled emigre, offering my services to Vela Callose. Together, we spent the next 8 years unlocking the secrets of the Emberians, all of which I secretly relayed to my sovereign. Having been somewhat of a thespian in my school days, I confess I found the subterfuge exciting. However, one does not wear a mask for so long without it changing one's face. As news from the kingdom grew darker, I came to trust Vela over the king. She promised that we could be the ones to build Elysium, using powers from before the world rend. And until that blooming mutiny, I believed her. What caused the mutiny? Discontent had long been brewing over our frayed relations with the Union, and anyone could see that Vela was growing more reckless and paranoid by the week. Her plan to drag us all to the Underlands was merely the final straw. How did Vela respond? The mutiny was led by Vela's childhood friend. I think she felt it as rejection not only of her plans, but of herself, of everything they'd shared. Pray that on the day you feel like that, you do not have command of an Escutcheon-class kilo-caliber howitzer. So what did you do in the end? I fought for Vela that day, but my faith was broken. I'd lived through enough purges and coup d'etat in the king's early years to know a tyrant when I saw one. Still, my mission stood, or so I thought. As it turned out, my next orders would be my last. The king wanted me to steal Vela's treasure map, to betray the only people I'd ever felt truly at home with, and deliver untold power to an increasingly callous despot. Yet, what was my alternative? Betray my homeland, and hand that power instead to an increasingly cruel and unstable outlaw? It was an impossible choice, so I did what any coward would do. He shrugs. I ran away. My only mistake was to hide my old memories instead of destroying them. A sentimental lapse I shan't repeat. Why did you choose those ruins in particular? Because they were my home. I grew up in progress, amidst the machinery that was meant to liberate us all. As to how many of my family escaped, I can only speculate. A fitting grave for a failed patriot, wouldn't you say? What did her treasure map point to? Something more valuable than gold, or so she said. An ancient artifact with the power to turn the world upside down. I was skeptical, but evidently the king was willing to burn my entire mission just to get hold of it. We've no time for this. What's done is done. Regardless, nothing has changed. I still lack the courage either to help Vela or to stop her. You have destroyed my life for no good purpose, and now I shall bid you adieu. Please wait a second. Just hear me out. His eyes narrow. What could you possibly say that would change my mind? Do you actually know what's been happening in your beloved kingdom? Of course I do. My memories from Horus are cloudy, but he wasn't blinking stupid. You know everyone's memories keep vanishing and nobody knows why? Well, He blinks. Wait, what? You've been living in a dream, Frost. The real world is fucked. Confound you. Don't you think I flipping know? That's why I wanted to be Horus. The world needs you to be Frost now, please. Hiding from your past won't make it go away. The world needs you now. There's a long silence as you stare at each other. Would you perhaps like a moment to get your breath back? Actually I would. Frost lets out a long, deep sigh. You're right, of course. I have been hiding. Hiding from the fear that my better world will never come to pass. No matter who's in charge, it always goes wrong, and yet I cannot bring myself to truly give up hope. At least for Horus, things were simple. Forget Vela and forget the king. With what's down there, you could build that world yourself. You've seen where these grand ideas always end. Let's stop Vela from dragging everyone down. You can't build the world by magic or force. You do it by helping the people you love. Well, let's see. So where would you drag us? What are you fighting for? The Inquisition? The status quo? You lament the price of others' goals? But how many people have you hurt to get here? And how many more will it take to stop Vela? And yet there is truth in what you say. For years I've been pretending that I can't smell the smoke, and all I accomplished was to let the blaze grow out of control. Better that I stop the show than let the stage burn down. However, that is not enough. I want a full Inquisition pardon. I want Union citizenship for me, Samuel, and his family. I want 5,000 coins in silver bullion and another 5,000 in fully assignable, non-revocable promissory notes from the Usurers Guild of Europia. I'll do what I can. So you're only a pawn? Then tell your masters that if they don't promise it, they will wake up on the morning of their final assault to find me gone and all their machines dead. Vela always planned to hole up at the blinding light if things went pear-shaped. Since she is now in the wind, I would guess you've already captured the fortress. I'll make my way there. But first, Frost closes his eyes, taking a deep breath. First, I must say goodbye to Sam. I'd rather hoped we might get married, perhaps even petition to adopt. Well, I suppose it'll have to wait. Sorry there, buddy. Nice. Alright, another big section done. Found and recruited a small crew of former Darkstar mercenaries. With their help, you hunt for Vela can begin in earnest. Report back to the High Confessor and the Blinding Light to plan your next course of action. Okay. Cheese it out of here. Okay, and now the fast travel, to be able to go back to the Blinding Light fast, is over by my Clockwork Kingdom home. And now we can finally begin the hunt for Vela. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Vela, though. Why did I forget her name? Vela Callose? I think. Alright, so we're not going to head back just yet. We will resume the hunt in the next video. Took a decent amount of time to recruit Caxton, so... Alrighty, thank you for watching. Extra big thanks if you've made it all the way to the end. Feel like we've gotten a good amount of progress done again. We recruited Caxton Frost, and now we can actually start the hunt for Vela Callose, if I'm remembering her name correctly. Yeah, really looking forward to that, so we'll be doing that, I guess, pretty soon here. And yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you in another video.